everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm just going to decorate a couple of envelopes. I've been making Valentine's Day cards and my daughter's birthday card, and I just thought, well, I'll do the envelopes while I'm in the mood. Now I don't have an envelope punch board, so what I have is this tiny little scoreboard here. Whoops, sorry about that. And it does have sizes for cards and things, but I find that I often want an envelope which is not as regular size. I do a lot of weird shaped cards or just, you know, with scraps of paper that I've got, and the card isn't a standard size. So I have a mathematical formula, if you like, to work out the size, so I can do any size envelope I like using this little board, which is what I've done. Just need a bit of maths and a calculator, and it's easy peasy. So I've cut out my envelopes to the size. I've got a little punch thing that will do the notches and do a roundy bit at the top, and yeah, so that's what I've done. So on this one, obviously it's going to be my Valentine's Day card, and I have used what I've got on my desk, and you'll be able to see because I'd got a couple of dies out. So I drew round a heart die and I drew round a tag die. So I'm just going to roll with that, I think. And you've seen me do these before. I think what I'm going to do is put a border on this one straight away. Let me get my, I've got a manky ruler somewhere. She says here, is that one? Yeah, it's got the bit that I use for ripping paper that I made, but it's got a relatively straight line, but with what do you call it, like I just use it on pen and things, so it's not for measuring particularly. So I think I'm just going to crack on with this. I'm going to give myself a border, a thickish border, so that I don't go. This is a new Sharpie, so it shouldn't be dry, newish, but that's not very clever, is it? Anyway, we can smarten that up in a minute. And the reason I'm giving myself a border is I'm going to use alcohol markers, and they sometimes bleed. So if I give myself a border, I don't need to go quite so. Wow, I'm astonished by how rubbish that Sharpie is. Hang on a minute. Unless I've got another one and I've inadvertently... Oh, no, that's not the right colour. Wow, let's see if I've got another one. Yes, but it's my last one, so I'm going to have to get another lot of those. I'm just drawing on the score lines really. And I will go round the heart because I'm wanting to keep the heart. I'm not worried too much about it, but I want to keep the heart clear. That will do. Now I could go straight in with a pen. Perhaps I will. Let's not mess around, except this is not going to be, well, like I say, my ruler's not terribly long, but that's okay. Right, let's try that. So I'm making like a patchwork thing, but like just not too many areas. You can do as many areas as you like. Like that. Oops, not that one. Perhaps we'll have one like that. Tempted to break these bigger ones up a bit. Alright, I've done more than I wanted to do, but that will do. It won't hurt. There we go. Right, now I'm going to get colouring. I'm going to use some, well, since it's Valentine's, I shall probably use reds and pinks and see what we've got. I'm going to leave that white. What I will do, if I can find a rubber, probably shouldn't keep it in there because it's always right at the bottom of the jar and I can't get it out. Let's get rid of that pencil. And you could just do a square, or sometimes, you know, you could put washi down to stop you colouring on it if you're worried about that. And I'm just going to colour in with my alcohol markers and fill these with colour. I'm going to try not to put two colours together, but if you do it by accident, it's just not the end of the world, and I'll show you what you could do to change it up a bit. And I'll probably put this on fast forward while I colour in. Right, we're all coloured in now, so I'm just taking some black pens and a white pen. Now, if your designs are more pastel, you'd probably use like a black pen on them, but mine are quite dark, so I'm going with a white pen. And I'm just going to do a bit of doodling on, not all of them necessarily, but some of them. So I think, oops, I need to activate my pen. Doesn't want to. Is there another one? Yeah. Right, let's try that. So I'm going to try and make these look like fabric of some kind, and I'm not going to worry too much. You know, it's an envelope after all. We all know where it's heading. So I'm going to stick the same pattern on the same colour. But like I said, if you put two colours next to each other by accident and you wanted to make them look different, just draw a different pattern on one of them. And then no one will know. Yeah, I'm not going to go overboard with that one. What should we do? You can draw. You can go mad. You can make them into stripes if you wanted to. So I might do something like that, and then a gap. Or you can make them all stripy if you want to, but this is less fiddly. Just eyeball it and try and get the back gap similar. actually we could do with. Maybe one there. Not going to worry about that. And then I will do the same for these, but I will rotate it as if the material, the fabric, has been rotated as well. So this will be the envelope for my husband's Valentine card. I think he'll be a bit shocked by the pink, but I usually do a Zentangle card for him in black and white, maybe black, white and red, but I've used my jelly prints this year, so yeah, I think he'll be a bit surprised with the amount of pink, but never mind. He's never said he doesn't like pink. I don't like pink. I think that's why I'll be surprised. And then I'm going to do another one. Oops, never mind, I can go over that. For my daughter, because it's her birthday the next day. In fact, she was always a Valentine's baby, but she oh, it was a hideous time, and she hung on and hung on and hung on, and then eventually I had to have a cesarean in the end, and she was born at 1 AM. So nearly a Valentine's baby. I think I'm just going to put some little spots on this. And I'll probably leave the other one blank. Not to overthink it. Right, so hopefully this is dry enough for me to go back over that. There we go. Right, now I am going to do some stitching. So I tend to do the same thing. You could do the little lines, which I do sometimes. Shall I do that? But I'll tell you what I like doing. I'm just finding a space to do it. I'll do it on this one. So I'm just going to do some dots. Try and keep them the same distance apart. Like that. And underneath as well. But really, that's all. And I'm just going to swap to a slightly thinner pen, but you can do it anyway, and then just join the dots, and it looks like faux stitching. Well, in my opinion it does. And I will probably do that all the way around, and I'll put it, oops, I'll put you onto fast forward. just folds up into the envelope. I shall write his name on there, and that will do, I think. Right, I'm going to crack on with the one for my daughter, which will also be probably in pink because I've done a similar card. Okay folks, I've just popped back with the second one to show you, and yeah, it's a bit different, but I hope you like those. They're so simple to do, and you can do them any colour. You don't have to use pens. You could use alcohol markers, you could use your ordinary felt pens, you could use colouring pencils, crayons, watercolour, but be careful if you're just using sort of copier paper, printer paper like I was. So anyway, I thought they were pretty. I thought I'd share them, show you what I did with them, and I will show you the cards in another video because I am going to do that. And I haven't stuck them down because the cards are really dimensional, so what I'm going to have to do is pop the card in and then stick it down afterwards. Okay folks, have fun, speak to you later, bye for now.